Hi, and welcome to Brush Tips with Cheri, where today we are going to be painting a pineapple. So I figured with summer and pineapples being the latest trend that we could go ahead and attempt this together. So obviously we are using lots of bright, beautiful colors here. As you can see, we have some golds and some accents of white. So first, I'm going to show you the colors here. We have raw sienna, burnt umber, white, bright red, phthalo blue, phthalo green, bright yellow, and my favorite, gold. I love bringing gold into colors, or into paintings, gold and silver, where it has that metallic look because it actually makes your painting come alive. And you know how much I love that. So our brushes today, of course, our Big Daddy right here. We love him because he comes and hangs out and just takes care of all of our background. We also have this angled, smaller brush. And then this tiny little brush right here. This is not a pointed round brush like we normally use. This one is just a real small one. And this one's going to be to make those flowers. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to make sure our brushes are all wet because we want our paint to be wet so that way we can move our paint around. We're going to grab some of this blue and some of this green. Kind of mix them together a little bit. If you want it more blue background, definitely add more blue. If you want it more green background, add more green. You don't have to go crazy mixing it either. Let it mix on the canvas. So you could see how I'm just kind of letting it mix on the canvas here. I'm going to start towards the middle so that way I have dry area. A little bit drier area when I go to add my pineapple on. This part will be dry. Then I'm going to kind of work my way around it here. So you could see I'm going at an angle. If you don't want to go at an angle and you want to go straight back and forth like this, you can definitely do that too. Again, just make sure your paint is nice and wet. If you're outside painting this time of year, it's summertime, so, whoops, I just dropped a little on the floor. If you're outside painting this time of year, make sure that you might need to use a lot of water. So you're gonna have some humidity and some heat, and it kind of dries up your paint a little bit. Make sure you hit your sides. You always wanna make sure you hit your sides and your tops so that way when we hang it up, of course, it'll be all covered up on the sides there. And side to side, up and down. Always be moving your brush. I just splashed again, my goodness. It's okay if you splash. When you splash, just grab some water and a paper towel and then just wipe it up. Yesterday, I was doing some painting in the studio, and I went to go take the yellow, and I went to squeeze it just to do a little dot, and I caught the whole thing in my hand. It was crazy. The whole thing, this whole thing popped out all over the floor. It was craziness. It was bad, but it's okay, we got it cleaned up. And then I laughed about it. Maybe I'll post a picture of it on the Facebook page later so everyone can see what I did yesterday. So again, just sweep it all the way across. If you have to, flip it back over this way. Well, not back over because it wasn't that way to begin with, right? So here we go. And finish getting this painted. Look at how awesome this is turning out. Make sure you hit your top. Sometimes you might have to flip it around to the side. Look, I didn't even do this whole side. You guys didn't even tell me. I didn't even do that side. So you know, as you're painting along, We encourage you to send us a picture of your painting, your finished product. We love for you to paint along with us. And real smooth, just kind of flatten that out a little bit. Then I'm going to take some white, just going to add some white highlights in there. Don't over mix, don't over add white. Just kind of bring this all together here. Check it out. There we go, super fancy. Nice highlights, nice accents we have going on here with this white. Kind of brings out more of like a turquoise color. And that also, my friends, is very trendy. All right, now we get to let it dry. So the most interesting thing in life is to sit there and watch paint dry, right? No. So you can actually walk away, go grab a snack, let the dog out. If you have an outside cat who's crying to go out, let him out. We have an outside cat. I hope I didn't step in that paint. I didn't. You know, do whatever you need to do in between. I still need to find one of those little fans. I keep forgetting. I should paint it like on my arm. Fan. Maybe we'll do that today. And I'll try to remember it. Let it dry. Let it dry. I'm an artist, not a singer. All right. So of course you want your painting to be completely dry when we go to do this. Because when you mix yellow with blue, it makes green. Remember those old Ziploc commercials? You know it's closed when... All right, mine is still pretty wet. This is what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna clean off Big Daddy real good. Get him nice and clean right there in that water bath. Dry off your brush. I have a different paper towel today. It's not absorbing water like I would like it to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of this yellow. Nope, this is white. Whoop, wasn't on there all the way. And I'm just going to start to bring this out. Just grab a bunch of white. So I like to put on a white base when I have yellow behind it or in front of it because I think it just makes it pop a little bit more. Now, of course, I could have done the pineapple first and then kind of gone around it, but I really, really like the background the way that it is, and I wanted it to have that long stroke look to it. There we go. So I'm going to let this dry again. So, now of course flamingos are very big and popular too. So we could probably do a matching flamingo painting to this. And that would look really fun. We could do the flamingo on this background. And let it dry. I know you guys are all like, why does she sing every time? Maybe I should sing a whole show. Like, grab your paintbrush and let's paint. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Don't worry. I know you guys are all like, no, just go back to your normal voice. All right. So the part with the leaves, that is a bunch of different colors there. It's actually green and browns and yellow. And then I go over it with the gold. This guy is not painting at all today, or drying at all today. We might have a little bit of a blue pineapple, but that's okay. Nobody ever said that we had to have a yellow, completely yellow pineapple. Mother Nature is crazy too. So why can't our painting be? I know. The things I come up with. All right, let's grab some of this yellow. We'll grab a little bit of this white. Let's just build a layer here. It'll be like a little greenish pineapple, and that's okay. I'll let it dry in a second. We'll put another quick layer on it in a minute. We'll work up here. I was worried about that this morning when I was painting this pineapple. I went to the shop a little bit early this morning to paint this up, so I was kind of worried about it. Not too much though. All right, let's grab this little slanted brush here. Now you don't have to go out and buy special brushes, just so you know. Just use a smaller brush of what you have. I'm all for just saving time, saving money. This guy's gonna be blue too. We're all blue today. It's all right. Clean that guy up. Let's see here. We'll go straight up with this one. Well, that's kind of big, but that's okay. And we'll go this way with this one. This way. Bring this guy this way. And we'll bring this guy this way. What makes them guys? I have no idea. That's just what I'm calling them. All right, so we want this to dry a little bit here. Now, of course, if you're in a rush, you can always grab a blow dryer and blow dry it. But if you're not in a rush, just sit here and watch this dry, okay? You can call a friend, check out my Facebook page, you know, all the fun things. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness, this blue does not want to dry today, huh? So what I'm also going to do is, oh no, we can't. We got to do another layer of this right here. Whoop. I was going to add those flowers right on top there, but we're not going to. We're going to dry this again. A lot of dry time in this one. Pineapple is juicy. It's probably one of my favorite things, like grilled pineapple. That's in a lot of great recipes, I notice, especially for summertime. You could get like pineapple mojitos. I wonder how those would be. Or pineapple on tacos. I go to a local restaurant all the time and I get their tacos. And I also have the best waitress. Her name is Maria. If you want to know what restaurant, it's a great Mexican restaurant. And she'll bring you amazing street tacos. But she loves the pineapple. I love the pineapple on them. And then at home, I take pineapple and I grill it. I put in sugar and water for a little bit and cinnamon, and then I put it on the grill. And as you're flipping it and it gets burnt and crispy, it's just delicious. Oh, this is drying. Here we go. This is when I do need that little fan. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, I wish it would dry. I don't know why it's not drying so fast today. Sometimes the air temperature makes it kind of weird. That's why I'm saying, like, if it's humid outside, it's hard for things to dry. There must be a lot of humidity in the air today outside, and it must be just everywhere. It really changes the temperature of your paint and your canvas. When your canvas has a different temperature, it really does make a big difference. So let's add another layer of yellow. Here we go. scoop up yellow. I'm using a lot of yellow because I really want this to be nice and bright for us. All right, there we go. Yay! There it is. We'll let that dry. I know you can still see some blue through it, but I think if we let it dry a little bit, I think actually the blue through it is just going to add some character. So, whoa, not that character though. Man, I feel like this painting is against me today. Let's get a little bit more yellow. I'm going to waste all this time doing this. That's what I'm going to do. There we go. Look at, we saved the day. Saved the day. All right, let's grab this little guy again. We are going to paint these leaves green. So I have this phthalo green here, and I also have some of this dark brown. Just going to kind of mix those, pull some yellow over to it, make a different shade of green. When you mix the yellow, it makes more of like a grass green instead of this dark hunter green. Then all I do is just throw this on here. Bam. Bam. Look at that. Nice and smooth. I bring it into the top of the pineapple. All of this is going to be covered with flowers, so you don't have to stress out about it. And remember, when you're doing your leaves, go over them, like on the inside or on the outside. They can overlap. It's okay to have them overlap. All right. Here we go. Pineapple perfection, right? I've done pretty good. I haven't dropped my canvas in a couple weeks. That's pretty good. And go the shape, go the way that you want your leaves to go. Like use your brush the way that you want your leaves to go. Just kind of adds like some texture to them, makes them look a little bit more realistic. Here we go, look at this. You know what song I have in my head? Because I'm like, okay, I gotta rescue this painting. Who remembers Mighty Mouse? Like, Mighty Mouse is here to save the day. Nope. This little brush has come to save the day. Here I am singing again, sorry. I mean, if anyone wants to give me some voice lessons, I'm all for it. Then I could be like, yeah, I take my voice lessons from this person. I don't know. There, look at how cute that looks. This is looking awesome. Obviously, when that dries, we can add another layer if you want to. You do not have to at all. We're gonna let this dry a second. Let's see here. We did another painting in a previous show where it wouldn't dry either. And it was a little stressful for me, but we got through it. And of course, the painting turned out amazing. So this is where I really should find one of those little fans. That's what I'm gonna do. If you've been following the show, then you know it's just this little ongoing thing that I talk about all the time is this little fan. So we're just gonna take a look, fan. I know, you guys think I'm crazy. There it is, right there. We're gonna remember now. I will remember today. I will, I promise, to find a little fan. I know I saw them at a local store, I'm sure. I should have got them then. All right. So let's grab this Big Daddy again. And let's get some of this water off this brush here. Just using a regular paper towel. That is not being super absorbent right now. All right. Yeah, here we go. So I have this little bit of raw sienna too. And what we can do with the raw sienna, it just kind of gives it a little bit of like a mustardy yellow color in the back. So if it was all dry, we could definitely add that in there. It would kind of pull it together. This is a tricky painting right now. Here we go. You guys are probably like, this never happens. I know it never happens. We always get it to dry. It's okay though. It'll make it just a more interesting show, that's all. Here we go. I should have painted the background. The background's all dry now. See that? See how it's all dry? Now it's just this guy that's not drying. This pineapple. All right. I'm going to grab this little angle brush again. Just this little one here. And I'm going to grab some white. And right in here, I'm just going to do some like backward C's, some frontward C's. And all I'm doing is just laying a foundation for my flowers, okay? So if you can see here, I can actually show you on the back of here real quick, just so you get an idea. I'll do one a little bit bigger. This is all I do for the flowers. See how I'm just making like small strokes into a circle, see? And then I just go backwards this way. And then what adds the highlights to it is when you take like a different color and you just kind of hit it. You could see it creates a flower looking pattern. Look at my fan. That's hilarious. All right, perfect. So then that's all you're gonna do. And then you can even come in with like a white, kind of add some more. And that's how you get the flower look. Okay, it's just different colors stacked on top of different colors. So you're gonna do this with white. If your painting is dry, you don't have to do it with white. But again, I like my paintings to pop with this kind of background. So I'm going to lay a white foundation. And we can go down a little bit here. Bring a couple extra flowers in. And let's bring a couple more flowers in. Just kind of make it like a flower, what do they call those? Like crowns. So our pineapple has a nice flower crown to it. I'm going to grab this little tiny baby brush here. Now I do scoop up a lot of paint to do flowers. Just going to grab some red here and some white and make a little pink. Then all we do is just quickly add it on here. Just going to go with some red right now, since I already have the white on there. And just make those backward C's, frontward C's. Make some squigglies. You can grab some blue, make some fun colors over here. Whatever you choose. So you know, there's really no wrong way to do flowers. It's however you envision them. And since we all have different unique minds, we all envision art differently. So even my paintings sometimes aren't as the same as I do over there. Here we go, there's some nice flowers. I'm gonna take some green, just some straight green. I'm gonna add some green here. That's a little bit of blue mixed in there. Oh, I see, I grabbed the blue, not the green. Just upside down V's. Grab some over here. Just kind of make some falling. We're going to clean this brush off real quick. And then we're going to come in with the gold. Now here's straight metallic gold. And all I'm going to do is just quickly highlight each, I was going to say feather, each leaf. Here we go. Now we're rocking, just as we're finishing up. And this is bringing our painting to life. Man, I just love this gold. It's one of my favorite things. And I could bust out into, these are a few of my favorite things. All right, let's finish putting these on up here. We got some V's. Now, of course, you want to wait till your painting dries to do those. And add this, some yellow in there. There we go, perfect. Now we got some finishing touches to put on, and voila. Again, wait for your middle to dry to add these V's, but this is all you do. And that's it. And that brings your painting to life. So thank you for watching, and someone remind me to get a fan. Have a great day.